Stop. Hey, I'm all by myself. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Kalan with White Glove Models, and welcome back to the channel. Right now, I'm probably talking to myself. Not sure if anybody's in chat land yet. Don't see anybody. But yes, I did force myself to break away from working on the American LaFrance, and I got her running today. So that was pretty exciting. Did manage to get the American LaFrance running and let her run for a little bit. Now the problem is trying to get the 1931 Seagrave pumper running, which is being a pain in the butt. Might have to rebuild the carburetor on that one. I don't know. It's kind of having issues. But anyways, enough about those struggles. And Hobby Time's in the house. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you. And hope you're having a fantastical day. I decided to come on a little bit later just because I had so much to do today. In fact, I almost didn't come on, which, you know, I had to come on mainly because I can't let you guys down. Besides, I need some time in the hobby room. I do have all of my wonderful parts for the FW190 behind me, and should be getting some work done on that this evening. I can't promise you when the next video is going to come out. I will spend some time working on the editing a video this week, if not this weekend. So pretty much just been kind of, doing the most of my time has been spent at the fire hall trying to get these old engines running. So I'm going to try to get my hobby built, or I can't even speak right now. My brain is fried. Hey, Chris, what is this? This is kind of a live stream. I don't know what you call this. What I'm trying to say is my Hobby Link International Halloween group build. I'm going to try to get some work done on that as well. And my paint booth is no more. In fact, I'll show you guys. So it's going to get a little weird, and I apologize. So I'm going to spin you around here. So this is where the paint booth used to be. And now there is a tool chest which has tons of paint supplies, like all my paints, things like that. There's a few paints in there. Then there's all kinds of paint supplies in there. And then there's more paint supplies down there. And I still have some work to do on filling that out. And then on the right side of the tool chest is all the 3D printing stuff. So the only problem is I can't put the 3D printer there because the window, and I don't really have a good way of blocking out the sun. I wanted to put the 3D printer back there in the closet. I would have to figure out a solution for my wife's clothes over there. Some of those are like her winter clothes, and then dresses, like the 5 million bridesmaid dresses that your spouse inherits or gets, in their early 20s and 30s, and then they never wear them again. So all of those are there. So yeah, she doesn't know what she wants to do with them. She's a girl. She hangs on to stuff, and I don't blame her. But yeah, and this is all a mess right now because I'm still trying to organize this giant mess of a room right now. And as you can see, there's some of my fire gear, a colossal mess. The 3D printer is behind that black screen there. The reason for that is to block out any sunlight coming in, because I currently have a print that's been on the build plate for, I don't know, a couple weeks now. Yeah, I need to scrape that off and get printing on the third phase of the Valkyria or Valkyrie, whatever they call her, from Creative. my brain is fried. I apologize, guys. This is why it's better for me to do live streams in the morning. Uh, so yeah. But still got, you know, junk everywhere. The stash is a little bit lighter. Been getting rid of stuff that I know I will never, ever, ever build. So, kind of been doing that. And hi, Linda. My mother is in the house. How's it going? I want to say my thoughts and prayers are with you at this time. So, just been thinking about you and sorry for your loss. Anyways, but yeah, so this is kind of the view of what's been going on here. Just a lot of cleanup I have to, and organization that I have to do, but the fire department's kind of taken priority because we have just a couple more weeks to get those engines up and running. So, well, and I got them running, two of them. So that's good. But now I just have a bunch of wiring to do because for some reason the electrical wiring to all the lights is goofy. So that's kind of what's been preoccupying my time and my mind. And I apologize to all of my loyal followers. We're almost to 500 subs. If I would actually continue creating content, we might get more. But yeah, the plan anyway is to try to at least get my Hobby Link International Halloween group build done. And hey, stranger, how you doing, Muse? It's good to see you, Marcy. Hope you're doing well. And then the FW190 is coming along slowly but surely. Might as well show you guys since you are my loyal followers here on my live stream. But I have managed to get most of that gap filled in on this side. And I started working on filling in this side, but I didn't get enough glue in there and it popped out. So I'm slowly going to start working on getting this one closed up. But if you look at it now, there's definitely not near as much gap as there was before. If you guys remember the last time you probably saw this in the last video, there was a massive gap on either side. And Chris actually had kind of mentioned, Chris K had mentioned trying to squeeze it from the inside. I do have the cockpit installed and the interior, but yeah, definitely getting closer. And I'm going to try to get what video I do have edited and put together for the next. You can't remember that far back. I know, Chris. It's already been too long. This was supposed to be what, like a 4-week build, and here it is, dragging on for far too long. But everything's starting to look really good. Muse is saying still on the right side of the dirt. First day back at work, switched to third shift. It's always good to be on this side of the dirt. Depends on the day, though. Things are this is a crazy world that we live in. I'll tell you what. But yeah, other than that, I mean, things have been going fairly good. Just been trying to find time for everything else and for modeling and stuff. It's, you know, because think about it. I mean, I was not able to work because I needed my back surgery for almost 3 full years, and all of that time I did not do any of my outside projects, my home projects, and things like that. So trying to get caught up on all that is crazy, and I also don't have the endurance and the strength I used to. So it's like everything takes me so much longer than it used to, which absolutely sucks. But yeah, anyways, I'm getting there and slowly getting stronger and getting better. And Melissa takes up a lot of the slack. She's been helping out in the yard, kind of we're trying to get everything ready for a patio so that I can actually have a decent family gathering, and there won't be any dirt because I'm tired of dirt. And so we'll see what happens with that. But definitely, definitely want to get back into building and painting, and I'm having fun with 3D printing. It's just hard for me to find the time to do everything. So we'll get there, and I'll find a happy medium at some point. Um, and Kenny's in the house. K of the land. What's up, dude? Good to see you, Kenny. I forgot you have a sick day today. Uh, Hope you're doing well and you got a lot done. I did. So, Kenny, I did get the 1929 American La France, or whatever it is, 1926 American La France up and running today, which was pretty exciting. That thing purrs like a cat. So, beautiful, beautiful engine. That's for sure. Now, if I could just put that time and commitment into building a model, Chris would be happy. Oh man. The Arizona hasn't shown up in my mailbox yet. No, you saw it up on the shelf. Someday. It probably will, because if I sell that though, Lewis is gonna fly over here and kick my ass. But I wouldn't blame him. He also told me if I ever sell the hood and don't work on the hood, that he'll do the same. I do. I fully intend on building the hood, and at some point, I really want to build the 1/200 hood. So Kenny said, "No Arizona for you." Well, Christmas is around the corner. I know what Lewis wants for Christmas. He already told me. He told me this morning. It's actually a kit that I have, but he wants to purchase it. But I don't know. I might just send it off to him because it's the Titanic searcher, whatever you call that thing, the Lasseroux or whatever. I don't know. That's sitting right here somewhere. Oh, it's up there. I don't know what it's called. Anyways, I'm rambling. Finally got to play with one of my resin printers. Awesome. What are you printing out, Marcy? I'm sure somebody asked. Chris was saying, I was promised in Arizona. I was promised a Titanic. Nobody keeps their promises these days. I know, just like I promised to live stream today, and here I am. I could still be at the fire hall working on one of the trucks, but I was like, actually, Melissa got pretty upset with me last night because I was at the fire hall all weekend working on those trucks, and we didn't really get to spend much time together. So she does have a fair point. So yeah, that's kind of why I came home, so I could do my live stream and then have dinner with her and hang out for a couple hours before we gotta go to bed and do it all over again. I got woken up at 3 a.m. this morning for a call for a fire or a medical call, and couldn't go back to sleep. So I've been awake since 3 a.m. Pretty tired. And Scale Model Snail Jess is in the house. How's it going, Jess? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I need to get caught up on your channel whenever I'm able to, but I did see that you are jumping in on the Hobby Link International Halloween build. So that's pretty exciting, Jess. I'm excited to see that build. And thanks for joining in on one of the group builds. It's pretty awesome. And I'm trying to get my very, very simple Halloween group build done. So the plan is to at least have my paint booth ready and set up this weekend so that I can get out there and get some painting, some airbrushing done. I did, however, Managed to go to Hobby Lobby last weekend, and I got a couple of rattle cans of clear. So having that Mr. Hobby clear in a rattle can will save me a lot of time, because that seems to be the thing that slows me down, is waiting to have time and space to airbrush. Yeah, Kenny understands the dirt backyard. It sucks having dirt and no grass, and at some point we will have a nice backyard, hopefully sooner than later. Kenny, glad to see that the witch's body printed for you properly. He has had more struggles with with that one, but I did see that it printed out good for you too, Kenny. That's awesome, with the nice little hiney there. Stephen Haynes Models. Hey, how's it going? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome to a live stream, and hope you're doing well. And not a whole lot happening here tonight, other than just hanging out. I just got back from the fire hall, and I'm having a full throttle. It's 4:22 here, and I probably shouldn't be drinking this, but I'm tired. It's been a long day for me. Let's see. Now the top half just printed that up again now. Nice. Looking forward to seeing that, Kenny. I watched David Ships. He's currently building the 1350 hood, and he's doing a good job. Yeah, that I'm excited to build the 1350 hood, but I ever since I got back into modeling, I've had my heart and head set on building a 1200 HMS hood. So it's like I was telling Lewis, the 1350 is going to be the precursor to doing the 1200. So, and what's crazy is I have all the extras for the 1200 already. I also have all the extras for the 1350, which is up above my head over here. So she'll get built, but I'm itching to the two models that I'm really itching to build next. Once I get a couple of these shelf queens done, is I'd like to build the Katie, the K2 ambulance that I got from Gecko Models. Really beautiful kit, and I think that'll kind of get my groove back into vehicles, because my understanding is Gecko kits are really nice, and after looking at it, I mean it's got a lot of nice photo etch with it, and good stuff. And I know Lewis is holding on to his for a special occasion, but I'd like to get mine built. And then the other one is I want to start one of the Plamos, that wooden Oakry model kit, the wooden kit, just because I've been really itching to do a wood model and a ship out of wood. So that's kind of, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the winter goes. I'm kind of hoping that maybe I have a bit more time and motivation this winter to maybe start one of the wooden ships, because those are super awesome, and I really, and I don't know. I've never built one, so I think I would enjoy it more because I love working with wood. And they're just I'm really impressed with Oakry. They also, if you're not familiar with Oakry, it's OCCRE, and they not only have some really cool wooden ships, but they also do some really cool like street cars, and I think they have a couple of trains maybe. There was something else that they do that is super cool. Sorry, I'm way behind in chat. Everybody's saying hi to each other. We do not discuss Christmas until after my birthday, Marcy says. Oh, man. And that's coming up pretty soon, right? Everybody's saying hi. Hopefully her pumpkins print easily. Yeah. where are you at with the with Kelly's witch, by the way? Kenny was saying, laughed my ass off, just got pumpkins, lost her hat on the last one. So I need to show you guys at some point when I get it off of the printer, but phase 2 of the Valkyrie diorama that I'm printing, the first phase I printed the sword failed miserably. The second phase when I printed the boots and everything else, and I think the Viking's head and all that stuff, the sword printed beautifully. And it was weird because it's got a hand attached, but I had to print it so that it was going up and down. So the first time when I printed it at like a 45 or 50-degree angle. And I guess I just didn't have enough supports or something, and it failed miserably. But when I did it straight up and down, it did really good. But on the skirt, on the Valkyrie skirt, the front chainmail printed really nicely and beautifully, but the chainmail in the back is missing chunks of it. So I'm gonna at the moment I'm not gonna reprint that. I might later, but because it's in the back, you're not gonna see it. But I don't know. I don't know what to do about that. I'm still learning, and I have all kinds of mine. Sorry, I'm reading chat here. But yeah, I'm still learning and kind of taking things as they go with 3D printing, and it's a lot of fun. Definitely a lot of fun. And see, I had 2 good prints: a dwarf and an ogre. The ogre is 28 millimeter, way too small for my taste, so I'll have to resize it. Yeah, I tried printing the Valkyrie in a very small scale, didn't like it, so now I'm printing like the 200 millimeter, and she's huge. That's why it's going to take like 4 or 5 different prints to print the entire thing out. The base is what I'm afraid of, because the base is going to be in, I think it's going to take up one half of the base will take up an entire build plate, which I'm worried about weight on that, but I'm going to try to trim a lot of the weight and hollow it out as best as I can and kind of see how things go. So yeah, I just need to sit down and play with that a little bit. Kenny was saying the gremlins are out, Marcy. See, she said I posted in the feed about the 3D stuff. Mine wasn't the gremlins, it was me. Yeah. I think 90% of the time it's me too. Because I'm still learning. The first try of the dwarf, his base printed right through his middle. That's crazy. Didn't realize the base was on the top of the figure before I sliced it. Oh no, I see what you did. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. Don't feed those things after midnight or you can kiss your 3D printer goodbye. The gremlins. Always don't get them. Also, don't get them wet. Yes, very much so, Stephen. What's funny is I have not watched Gremlins in so long, and my wife watched it, I think, like a couple weeks ago. And I was like, this is still an awesome movie. Like, it was still really good. Chris said, finish the victory. Oh, man. Now that is a challenge and a half. I'll tell you what. The victory, yeah. I don't even know where it's at. It's in a pile. It's in a tote, probably up yonder somewhere, or it's in a tote out in the shed because I needed it as far away from me as possible. Someday I will finish the victory. as much as I hate that kit, Chris, the Victory it's kind of a fun kit, and I've really enjoyed it. I enjoyed scratch building the part 10 for myself, and I still have the actual part 10 I need to uh, mail to Lewis, which I think maybe I'll have to send that over with his with their Christmas gifts. But replanting the small cauldron, I don't want to ruin it again. Yeah, I did see that. That was too bad. November 24th is Muse's birthday. So that's really close to my youngest sister's birthday. Hers is the 22nd, I believe. And yeah, we weren't, it was her birthday, and then we could talk Christmas. Rush it. Face blue smiling. Oh my goodness. Dirk made a live stream. What's going on, Dirk? What up, peoples? Chippy chips? No chippy chips. Nope. That's Wednesday. Assuming Kenny is free Wednesday. Yeah, I thought you were busy playing with your fire there, Dirk. I saw on Discord that you had black smoke coming out of your chimney. Hopefully, you cleaned out your chimney before you started a fire this year. That's the thing, is it's coming on that season here where people are starting to light fires again. We get so many flue fires, you wouldn't even believe it. And we're a small town, but most almost every home except for ours, for some reason, has a chimney and a fireplace. But our house doesn't because it's so tiny. But someday. Klein race car design. Hey, KRD Klein race car design. How's it going? Good to see you. Welcome to a live stream. So I was just kind of telling everybody what's been going on with my day and trying to get the old fire engine up and running. And now we are here at the workbench trying to get me started on some modeling stuff, which has been a while. It's been probably about a week since I've actually done any modeling. So because I've been too busy playing with full-size fire trucks. Everybody's saying hi. Oh, there's no doubt it's you. Sorry, I'm reading chat. I'm so lost. I don't know what Dirk was going on about. What's up, buddy? Victory, victory. No. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the victory story, oh man, the HMS Victory, the wonderful Revell garbage kit, my nemesis. So if you don't like somebody, send them a Revell Victory kit. Unfortunately, I sent one of my good friends one, and he still has nightmares to this day. Don't be scared. Break out the Victory. I don't even know where it is, to be honest. It's buried somewhere, but I will get some work done. It's so close to being ready for paint and all that, but the paint's going to be the hard part. If I remember, I'll post my Amazon gift link. So speaking of the Victory, I think I had decided I was going to, other than the primer and the base coat, everything is going to be hand painted. So that shouldn't be too hard to do. If I can hand brush most of that, I should be able to get a lot of it done. I'm pretty sure like Lewis was doing a lot of hand painting on the back, and he painted his windows on, and they look like real windows. Really, really cool. To be fair, this is not your regular time for live streams. I can only surmise you are trying to dodge me. I was actually the whole idea today, because I knew at 10 o'clock this afternoon I was going to be busy, and sure enough, I was. And I'd gone on, like, today's been nonstop calls and trying to get uh, the lighting working on a couple of the old engines, and then I also got the 1926 Seagrave up and or the American LaFrance. I got her running today, which, oh my gosh, for like that engine purrs. I'll take video of it for you guys. I might have to post it on my other channel, because I'm not kidding you. When I did that live stream of working on the fire engine, the old 30 Seagrave, 31 Seagrave, uh, I lost 3 subscribers immediately. I was like, holy crap! People don't like modelers working on 1-to-1 scale stuff, I guess. My comment on the black smoke was in reference to the cartoon Matt posted. Black smoke means dinner's ready. There you go. Nice. Okay. Yeah, Melissa's going to come home and wonder why I don't have dinner ready. I didn't tell her I was going to live stream, so it was kind of like a last minute thing. But again, I've been up since 3 a.m. Victory Kit is so great it made Lewis quit the hobby. That's not even funny, because that he he did go AWOL after the victory. Blame it on that. I 100% agree. Now he's busy making his suits of armor and his diorama. Like, his diorama stuff is coming out sweet. The rigging and sails are going to be the hard part. That's true. That will be the hard part. Dirk was saying, is that why we don't see him any longer? That's that. And Lewis has been spending a lot of quality time with the family, and they got 2 new dogs. So that's kind of been keeping him busy, and just kind of enjoying life and the family, I think is, and they've been doing some modeling and crafting together. So, it's just not quite as in the light. I do miss their Friday live streams, because that was the highlight of my week. But thankfully I do get to talk to Lewis every now and then. Not Nat as much, because she's got her hands full, but yeah. Let's see. Now I have to get this kit and see what all the hub pub is. I thought you have the victory. I do models 1-to-1 scale and RC. I have lots of hobbies too. RC is something that seems really cool. It's really popular where I live. I haven't been able to get into it, but there's actually an RC track in the town over from where I live, and it's super popular. And a lot of the Montague firefighters actually do that for fun and hobbies. And then there's a few of us that build models, and then I kind of do all kinds of stuff. I do woodwork, and I was recently, before I had went out for my back surgery, I was kind of getting into metalwork and learning to weld and all that. So I'm all over the place too, but I love just about everything. But I don't do enough. I don't spend enough time now that I'm kind of back in the real world of my life and all that. Like, and I'm not out 100% from work. Like, I'm finding less time for the hobby, which kind of for building models, which sucks because I really do enjoy it. But I also, I mean, I've been enjoying getting the fire trucks up and running because it's kind of been a nice distraction from everything else that I haven't been able to do for the last, 3 years. So, anyways, and one's in the house. We do have room for one more. No white gloves. Nope. And you don't decorate the underside of your shelves with model box art or wallpaper with instructions from your favorites. No, I don't. My wife would actually kill me if I started putting stuff like the box art and stuff on the wall. She would come in and take it down because she thinks it's just crazy. um, she we don't really have too many things up decorating the house, and so if I start decorating like that, then she'll start making me actually decorate the rest of the house. We have cinder block walls, which makes it hard to hang anything. That's kind of my excuse. Get off-road RC and go hiking. That, see, Melissa would love that. Go chase, like when we go backpacking, I can bring my RC car and go ripping up the road. The dogs would love it. No victory. I have the United States. The bounty, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. And just this weekend picked up the Constitution. The Constitution is such a beautiful boat, and I think somewhere I know I've seen a wooden version of it, which would be a blast to build. Muse is saying she needs a good talking to. The hobby room should have a bit of decor. So I agree, and she would also agree, but she'd also like room for her stuff, which most of it is like she's got all of her games up there because she does like the board games and dice games and stuff like that. But this was supposed to be her sewing room and the guest room. Well, eventually this back area over here will have the guest bed and all that, but it just doesn't really have that feel of a true sewing room or hobby room because all of my stuff is in here, and my I lack in the cleanliness department of cleaning up my workbench, which I need to do better. I used to be really good about it because I was constantly, when I was filming all the time, um, I would like do an entire film session on the Eleanor. Then I would clean everything up, wipe everything down, and start fresh and build the Bismarck and film all that. Then I'd clean everything up, put everything away, and then I'd bring out like the Ecto 1 and build that. Then put everything away and then work on a couple of plastic models and filming that. And then put all that away and then go back and film the next thing. And kind of I did that for like almost a full year. And then kind of as after my surgery, things went to hell. I just so I need to get back into kind of somewhat of a routine. Sewing room, does that mean she has a sewing? Yes, in fact. So don't get seasick. But and yeah, sorry, your favorite tree, Dirk, is somewhere in that. But there is her sewing machine, the blue bag, and then the brown box thing is a serger, and she actually has no idea how to use that. That was my grandma's serger. Eventually I'm going to have to show her how to use it. I know, but I don't know. Does that make sense? So my grandmother, she spent a lot of time attempting to teach me and my sister how to sew, and she used the serger. Like that was her go-to. The serger was her go-to. most of the time. And yeah, that was, I set it up like once, and I know how to do some things with it, and it's great for fixing jeans and doing heavier stuff and things like that. But there's so much you can do with the serger that I have no idea. And my grandma was just amazing when it came to sewing. She was a Jane of all. Maybe she can get her to sew some sails for the Constitution. Now, it's funny that you say that, Dirk, because Nat is actually, well, I don't know if she's still doing it, but she was enlisted by the great and mighty Lewis to sew sails for the Victory. So I don't know if that's still going to happen or not. Shower curtains and shared hobby rooms save marriages. I wish I had the room for that. And like garage, the the garage is kind of become my space. That's my shop ish, and it's also the catch-all, as well as this room. This room is sort of we're trying to alleviate that. The problem is we need a bigger house, well, if you ask Melissa, I need to get rid of stuff, which I've slowly been working on that. She needs a work shed, or you do. One person in the shed, another in the room. I agree. Eventually, someday, we will build an actual shop in the backyard, or we are going to move and buy a bigger house. As this was our very first house that we bought. There are ways. Yes, indeed. Most definitely. That thing can sew denim, leather, and the right attachment it can embroider. Yeah. Just amazing what sergers are capable of. And the new ones, like, I have no idea how old this serger is. It's probably at least 25, maybe 30 years old. The new ones are even more amazing. Chris said, I kicked my wife out of my room after a few months and moved her to the far side of the house. And Bud's in the house. Hey, Bud, how's it going? Welcome to kind of the first model-related live stream I've done in a little while. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Chris, your new hobby space is a dream space. I'll tell you that much. This could be, and in all reality, I could split this up a little better, but uh, it's not going to happen. What I'd tell her is like, well, you have a huge kitchen table that you can go out and sew on, but she doesn't like that. It's just too much of a hassle. But when she does get into like a sewing project, she goes full tilt. I'm telling you. And the table, in all honesty, the kitchen table is the largest table that we have. And to me, it's perfect for sewing because you could spread out and put any project on there and cut your patterns out and stuff. But yeah, it's the biggest issue is our house is too small. Just that's the biggest issue. So anyways, let's see what else. Oh, so this is one thing I did want to talk about. Here, let me grab a sip of this. I just discovered like the only store in all of Northern California that sells Full Throttle. I haven't had this stuff in probably like 10 years. They don't sell it anywhere down here. And there's a store that sells it. But anyways, what I wanted to talk to you about, for those of you that have used Createx, so these are the Wicked colors. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Maybe. Anyways, you get the idea. This is the Createx colors, Wicked colors. And this is the first time I've used it. I was spraying it through of course I don't have it here. I don't even, here it is. I was spraying it through my all-time favorite no name brand by Spray Gunner, cordless airbrush, and I was having major issues with it. Wasn't wanting to spray. I even used unicorn tears and tried diluting it just like 10%, and then I tried, because if I did it too much, I was having a lot of tip dry, and it was clogging up. It wasn't working very well. And then I tried a couple other different things, like going a little bit thicker. And anyways, this airbrush did not like it. Major issues. This airbrush was so pissed at me by the time I was done, and I almost thought I ruined it, and thankfully I didn't. But the needle in this is like a 0.2 or a 0.3, I think. I think it's a 0.2. Anyways, just wasn't happy with it. So now that I have the airbrush and the spray booth and everything out in the garage, I'm going to try using the Grex with like the 7. But I guess my question for the community is, has anybody had success airbrushing with the Wicked colors, and what the hell do you do to make it work? It's like I tried like too low of an air pressure, it wasn't happy. Too high, I was having I think I was actually spraying too high to begin with, and that was why I was having the tip dry and all that to begin with, because I can't regulate the amount of air coming out of that and the air pressure, because it has 2 settings, high and low, and that's it. So I was going to try the Grex, and I can adjust my air on the Grex and kind of see how things go. But I want to try using the first time I thinned it with the 4011, which is what Createx tells you to thin it with. And I was just having issues. And then I tried the unicorn tears, still had issues. So I don't know, kind of at a loss. First time using the Createx colors, and these were sent to me. I didn't buy these. These were sent to me by Spray Gunner probably about a year ago. And I'm not sure how I feel about them, but I know a lot of people use them. And I'm also wondering just how they do with hand brushing. So Chris was saying not use Createx, but it might be too thick for that small needle. That was kind of my thought. And when I over thinned it, I had serious issues. So I have the best luck with 25 PSI and a 0.5 tip reduced 50/50. Yeah. I'm going to have to play around with it. I almost feel like 25 PSI is a lot, though. I don't know. I'll play around some this weekend. I really do like the colors. They're really vibrant. They look nice. And they seem to cure really quickly. But I'm afraid to, like, as Marcy has always told me, I'm kind of afraid to try it with some other colors unless you clear coat in between, because I have a feeling like Tamiya and this would not be happy together. Chris said they have a good YouTube channel. I've never even looked off to which one, Spray Gunner or Createx. I know Spray Gunner has a good YouTube channel. They, you guys know how I feel about Spray Gunner because they are one of my all-time favorite companies in the entire planet and my go-to for all my airbrushing needs. In fact, I have a project coming up. Oh, Createx Colors. I'll have to check them out. Okay. I'll check out their YouTube. Never done it. But I have a project coming up that requires, I need to get a new automotive airbrush or paint gun. Sorry. And my brain's retarded. Um, an automotive airbrush, or gosh, see, an automotive spray gun. And so Spray Gunner has a lot of options for the automotive industry as well. And there's a new airbrush that they have, and I can't remember the name of it, but I want to try it out. So I definitely think I will be picking one up and trying it out. So it's actually a fire hydrant. It's a full-size fire hydrant that I have to restore. So it's Monday. It's okay. Thank you. Yeah, and this is why I do live streams at the beginning of the day, because by this time of the day, my brain is fried, especially when I've been up for, I don't know, even know how long, since 3 a.m. I only got like maybe 3 hours sleep. Chris will say, "Oh yeah, I have a spray gun to send you with those cabin kits. I should probably do that." Yeah, take your time, whenever. That spray gun, I'm assuming, is the one that the one that they sell at Harbor Freight, or there's like a kit. I can't remember the it's like the mini one. That should be perfect for trying to, because I need to repaint the hood of my truck as well as the roof, because the roof and hood of my truck are like the two things that the clear coat is just gone, and it drives me nuts. But yeah, the fire hydrant, when I paint that, that should be really cool. I was considering um, trying to sandblast it, but I think I'm just gonna use this new paint stripper that I found at Ace Hardware and see how that works. Don't remember where I got it. Doubt it was Harbor Freight though. Fair enough. Yeah, I saw one at Harbor Freight that's like a mini one, and I think Sleeper Dude on YouTube, he used one and wasn't a huge fan of it, but he also painted like an entire car with it. It's just not, the small ones weren't meant for that. They just don't do the volume that you need. But if you're doing like a hood or a small, like a small project, that minigun, like even for that fire hydrant, that minigun would be perfect for it. Anyways, it is 5 o'clock here in Northern California, so I think I'm gonna call it a day. Melissa should be home soon, and go spend some time with her. It's called a touch-up gun. Okay, yeah, it would still. I think it would work on like for doing like the hydrant and stuff. I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, so we'll see. But thanks for stopping by, everybody. It is fun doing an evening stream, even though my brain doesn't work right and I'm not actually doing anything. I'm not really in the hobby mind, but I need to get back on this FW 190. Definitely want to get it finished, and so I'll do some work on the 190 this weekend, as well as my Halloween group build for Hobby Link International. And again, that one is mostly just painting. Once I get all of the airbrushing done, then the rest, like the base and all that, I was just planning on doing, and like the fine details, I was going to do by hand. So you guys, I thanks for hanging out, and I'm sorry again that I just have not been putting out content. It's coming someday. It'll just I'm not a professional YouTuber. I don't do it for a living. So when you get a video, you'll get a video, and I appreciate everybody's patience. So I will get back into somewhat of a routine, and kind of get back to some of these builds. Once I get back to work, the part work builds are going to come back, especially the Ecto one, the Eleanor, and the Bismarck, 100% for sure. Because I definitely love that Bismarck. Lewis hated it, but I really like it. So, and it's fun doing the mods to it to make it look nicer. So anyways, you guys have a magical week. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. And I will look forward to kind of catching up on all of your videos and stuff for those of you that make videos. And Steve, you're popping in right as I'm leaving, buddy. It's good to see you. Hope you're having a good week, Steve, and had a great weekend. But it is Monday, so I'm going to head off, spend some time with the wife and the dogs this evening, and I have a appointment with the QME tomorrow. So hopefully they'll make a final determination on whether I'm permanent stationary, I guess they call it. So we'll see kind of where that leads us. But anyways, I hope you guys all have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you guys here pretty soon. Hopefully keep an eye out for a FW190 out of the box Wednesday's build. I'm going to try to get the next video out within the next 2 weeks. So that is my goal. But take care, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. See if I can remember how to end this. Nope. So I'm just going to stare awkwardly at the screen.